It's cross-threading. Well, the ultimate goal is to just supply all my own fishing bait. Secondarily, to supply fertilizer, soil conditioner for my garden that I plan to put in here in the spring. We just moved in here back in April, as many of you remember, and we've got about 1/3 of an acre. I'm thinking, my goodness, that's enough to put some nice fruit and nut trees and have a nice sizable vegetable garden and a really solid herb garden. And we should be able to we should completely be able to supply all my own fruit and vegetables on just this little 1/3 of an acre here. Should be able to do pretty well with it, to tell you the truth, over time. But the engine for the garden, I want it to be the worms. They get the job done. They can take dead, decaying matter and convert it into fertilizer or soil conditioner. Well, I bought worms from 3 sources. One, I bought some local European night crawlers. It came in a different bag, a different box than this. And I fed them some leftover lettuce in there. I'm sorry, peat moss and some lime and things like that to feed them. They are doing very well. The second place was Uncle Jim's Worm Farm, a popular place that people buy worms from online, especially from like Amazon and the such. And then the third place was Mimi's Worms in Georgia. Without a doubt, Mimi's worms were far bigger. But I think that's due to the fact they only had to ship from the state of Georgia to Alabama as opposed to from Pennsylvania to Alabama. And they didn't have to stay on the truck for Veterans Day. And I think so all that comes down to the shipping company and the geography. looking at Uncle Jim's worms, fully revitalized, compared to Mimi's worms straight out the box, they're about the same, right? Yeah, I've tried raising worms in the past. Yeah, I and oh my gosh, every time failed some way. I've tried raising them outdoors. I've tried raising them indoors in buckets and totes, and they would always escape. And I just said, man, I've tried so many times. And so this time I said, look, let's buy a proper worm bin, something that's been well designed, that's been around a while, and has proven its worth. Instead of me trying to reinvent the wheel and come up with some homemade Home Depot solution, buy something that's really ready-made. And that's why I bought the Worm Cafe. It's well thought out. It's well put together. The legs are sturdy. The best part is the catch pan at the bottom, so that every week I can flush the entire system with water and drain, that will drain water down through the system. That'll pull fresh air down through the system, right? So it keeps it aerated. And all that leachate is fertilizer. It's a liquid fertilizer. It's also a liquid inoculant. I could just put it down in my septic tank, just flush it straight down the toilet. Perfect. You don't have to buy Red X, just use that stuff, right? Just use the liquid coming off the worms. Plenty of bacteria to help break down the stuff that's in the septic tank. 2, you could spray that around the plants that I plan to do in the spring. That'll make for soil, make for richer microbes in the soil, more microbes in the soil. Just, if you want to buy worms, a kit like this, I'll have links in the description below. And if you buy from the Tumbleweed, if you buy from the Tumbleweed website following my link, I'll earn a commission on that. So it's a way you can help out the channel if you want. You don't have to, because I recommend that you buy the worms from someone in a state that's adjacent to you. But if you want to help the channel out, you can order that. They do sell these tumbleweed kits. They have a number of different composters that you can buy there. You can go directly to the Tumbleweed website and buy from them directly, which is what I did. Either way works. I'll be buying from Mimi's because she's very close and I really like the quality of her worms. I may not have to buy any more worms. Hopefully, if we do this right, I shouldn't have to buy any more worms ever again. I mean, that's kind of my whole point.